Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope everybody is well this Thursday morning. It's Thursday. The sun is out again and it feels a lot milder. We've been having a lot of sunshine here in Rochester, a lot of sunshine. It's chilly in the morning but it warms up. So at the moment it's chilly outside, but it does warm up during the day as the day goes on. So good morning everybody. I'm here in my flat in Rochester. I haven't got anything Max. Come on then. I haven't really got anything planned today. No, I'm not really going anywhere. I take my dog out for a walk. I'm enjoying the lovely spring sunshine though, I must admit. It's bringing out the birds. You can hear the birds singing in the morning. So yeah, hope everybody has a great day today. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. The Oreo cookie first hit the shops on this day in 1912. Since then, over 500 billion have been sold. Enough to stretch to the moon and back 5 times. I'm more of a Hobnobs fan myself.
So if you're talking about biscuits, like biscuits have been around for a long time, and I've been brought up with biscuits. My nan and granddad used to give me biscuits when I went round there. We've got digestives, they've been around for a long time. Custard creams, chocolate bourbons, and obviously the cookies. Yes, my nan and granddad used to always give me a cup of tea with some biscuits, and biscuits are still going strong. I don't know if they've shrunk in size like everything else has food wise, but there you go. Alexa, what's the time please?
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today? Alexa, the date.
It's Thursday the 6th of March.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook? Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Currently, in Rochester it's 2 degrees Celsius with fog. Today, you can expect lots of clouds, with a high of 15 degrees and a low of 2 degrees.
So in Rochester Medway, it's 2 degrees at 8 a.m, 5 degrees at 9, and then it goes up to 14 degrees at 2 o'clock this afternoon. But it's 2 degrees at the moment. Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Oh dear, oh dear. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
I wouldn't buy anything with Velcro. It's a total rip-off.
So she wouldn't buy anything with Velcro because it's a total rip-off. Alexa, who was born on this day?
I didn't hear that. Please try that again.
So she's given me a picture of a man doing this. She's playing me up this morning. Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 6th of March include Tyler the Creator, Shaquille O'Neal, Michelangelo, Connie Britton, and David Gilmour.
Alexa, who's Alexa? Okay, Alexa. Alexa. No, she's totally ignoring me this morning. That's nothing new, is it? Alexa, who's Shaquille O'Neal?
According to Wikipedia, Shaquille Rashawn O'Neal, known commonly as Shaq, is an American former professional basketball player who is a sports analyst on the television program Inside the NBA.
And he is now 52 years old. 52, Shaquille O'Neal. I remember all these names from 20 years ago. Yeah, I do, because way back in 2002, when the internet began, trolls started to appear. Trolls in America and trolls in Great Britain and trolls everywhere else. And this is how long this trolling on the internet has been going on since it began. And they used to talk about Shaquille O'Neal back in the day, 20 years ago, and now it's up to date, isn't it, with up to date celebrities? But there you are. That's when trolling started in the internet, when it began. So good morning, everybody. Like I said, I'm here in my flat. This is my lovely dog Max, who keeps me company. Yeah, the sun is out. Yesterday evening I came back from a walk. I got a bit pissed off with the racket that was going on outside at 7:30 in the evening, nearly, in the pitch black, like it was staged, you know, like people that tell you that they are gang stalked. This is the type of thing that happens, but to me it feels like I'm not saying I am, and I'm not hearing things or seeing things. This has been going on for a long time, including when I used to go to the Medway Maritime Hospital and walk home at 4 o'clock in the morning and encounter people on the streets. So, yeah, nearly 7:30, we've got young people barking like dogs and racing cars and showing off, basically, but in the wrong way, not in a nice way, in the wrong way. So it just seems staged and orchestrated to me. Like my whole life is staged and orchestrated. Like when I go to the doctor, they'll have some nasty surprises, I expect, on the way to the doctors. On one occasion when I went to the doctors, a man shouted out of a van. Shouted at me out of a van. You know, nasty things, people all over the path when you're trying to walk up the path, leaving their car doors open, thinking that you're going to slam them shut and be angry, and I'm not. I'm just going to take things slowly. I'm getting older. I don't want to, you know, my dad used to fling people out the way, throw them, grab them by the neck and throw them out the way. I don't act like that. Number one, I'm not a man, and I'm not aggressive. I'm a very small woman, and I don't throw people out the way. That's not the way to behave, is it? What sort of person actually encourages that behaviour as well? He never got arrested or told off or sacked. My father used to behave like an animal, a monster. And these sorts of people encouraging it. Encouraging him to hit my mother and abuse me. I certainly don't behave like my dad. It's absolutely disgusting to encourage violence against women and sexual abuse. It's disgusting. But they encouraged my father to belt my mother, and then they would laugh, and I don't, you know, it's funny, is it? It's hilarious. Until it happens to them, and then they cry like a baby because they can't handle it. And that is the truth. That is what a troll or a gang stalker is like on their own. They cry like babies when they've got nobody to help them. But they're great in a big group, aren't they? On their own, they're absolutely useless. I mean, anyone can be part of a group and start going around you know, misbehaving, and it's big, but on their own, and they get caught and put in prison, they cry. They cry. No one could have gone what I've gone through and stood up straight and kept saying, and that's why I know I'm strong and I'm powerful on my own. I don't need a pack of monsters with me. You know what I mean? I'm strong on my own, in my own rights, which is more brave than running around in a pack of fucking bullies, isn't it? So, shame on them. They won't stop. They won't stop it, not while they think they've got some form of control over me, and they absolutely have not, but they won't stop it. And the thing is, you ignore it, because if I'd have shouted back at that noise last night, then they would have A, known that I'd heard it, 2, it would have got worse, wouldn't it? And 3, they know I can't do anything because they're over the water, because they're cowards. Right over the water doing it, across the other side of the river. Bunch of cowards. So I came back into my flat, and you get messages. Yeah, you get messages. You know, it's just, why? I mean, this has come from TikTok as well. Are young people going into men and women's profiles 40 plus when they're in their 20s and taking the fucking piss out of them? They go into people's live streams and start laughing and taking the piss. They start reporting people. You know, people that have got mental health problems, they start reporting them to the police. They start calling ambulances. They start wasting. They need to be dealt with harshly, because, you know, calling an ambulance costs money and is wasting vital services to somebody that really needs that help. These trolls doing that need to spend time in prison. Somewhere there's an old lady out there on the floor waiting for an ambulance for hours, while a troll has called an emergency ambulance out of spite to someone on TikTok. The police aren't harsh enough, and the judicial system isn't either. It's disgusting. If TikTok cannot control the people that are on its application, it needs to shut down completely. It does, because it's not fit for purpose. It's causing mental harm and distress to a lot of its users, because it's not doing anything about these wicked, evil, you call them trolls, but at the end of the day, they're people. They've got a heart, they breathe, they're human, but they're just stone cold and evil and ugly. It affects people's mental health. And if people haven't got anything to do all day but to go down people's internet profiles, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and remark on the way they look when they're probably sat at home in their fat clothing that's dirty, they smell because they don't even bother to go and have a wash, and just sit there dribbling over people's profiles when they look and smell like shit, I don't understand it. And you know, some of these trolls actually sound intelligent. They sound intelligent. And why would you spend all day going down people's accounts, reporting them to the police, to whatever you, ringing ambulances? Do you realise that you could be causing someone's death. Someone's death. Do you really want that on your hands? Because an ambulance is vital to save somebody's life. And that ambulance you've called because you've trolled somebody, you know, this old lady's, excuse me, there's old ladies lying on the floor for hours waiting for an ambulance while a troll calls an emergency ambulance to someone on TikTok for no reason. And the police. Last night I spent most of the evening watching my television's packed in, and I will get another one, I will. But I've got a little Alexa screen, yeah, and I listen to YouTube onto that, and I've also got a projector that goes all over the wall, a projector, so I can watch YouTube videos all over my wall and the ceiling. I don't know how my television packed in, and it's packed in the same way as my mother's TV. I mean, it's got old, I expect, and I will get a new one. It won't be as big as the one behind me, but that's going to go into the bin, and I'll get another one. I'm not going to sit there and just stare at an empty screen. It's going to go into the dustbin. It's just useless. But I have got a projector, and it projects all over the wall like a cinema screen. So I'm not without a TV set, if you know what I mean. It's just that you have to wait till it's really, really dark for the screen to show up. Otherwise I've got to draw all the curtains at 4 or 5 o'clock. And I don't really want to do that, but I can watch the telly if I want to. So I can watch the news. I've also got a radio which I listen to, which is on the Alexa as well. So, you know, I'm not missing out on the news. I do know what's going on in the world, because it's vital when you get older to keep in touch and up to date. Especially if you're on your own and don't see many people. So, I had a couple of snacks. And you just get random messages, right? I don't know whether they're in a different country. I mean, I just give up now. I'm happy by myself. I just get on with things. I've got no drama in my life. I've got no kids to take to school. My kids are adults. I'm at home most of the day. So, you know, I don't want drama in my life now. I don't want it. I don't want to take someone on and they cause me grief and trouble. Because you find out that people use you. They start to get to know you. They find out you're quiet and soft, and they start to take advantage. And that's happened all the way through my life. The last partner that I had, I really couldn't call him a partner. He just picked me up and put me down how it felt like it. I don't want to be treated like that. If you don't want to be treated like a mug, then I'm having some respect for myself, and I don't want someone just for company, and then have to put up with all the drama just because I want company. I've got this little chap here that is far more company than some dirty old toad that leaves his clothes all over the floor, swears at me and hits me when I burnt the peas on the dinner plate, because that's what I've had in the past. I don't want it. And I think more and more people are realising that it's better to be on your own than in a toxic relationship or with friends that really are stabbing you in the back. You know, trying to gather as much information as they can out of you, and then you wonder why you walk into somewhere and everybody's laughing because they've been taking the fucking piss. And a backstabber does it to everybody, so if they've done it to me, they'll do it to you. Do you know what I mean? You know, the type of person that talks to everybody but talks behind their back to other people. that's not a not very nice person at all. So you walk into a shop and they tell you about somebody else, and they're obviously talking about you to somebody else, and I can do without people like that gossip to everybody they come into contact with, telling them your information, which is none of my fucking business. Oh, so and so, oh, their dog died. I'm sure that person wanted me to know their dog had passed on. Oh, do you know so and so, they're this and that's happened to them. I stay clear of that. Absolutely not interested in that type of person either. So guys, I'm gonna get on with the rest of my day. The sun is shining. It's cold at the moment, but it's gonna get warmer during the day in Rochester. I am changing my outlook on life, changing the people I mix with, and I'm just happy being on my own, and I don't want any drama. And if things happen, I am not going to shout, right? I'm not. If it's serious, I'm going to have to report it, but I'm not going to shout. No, because that makes me look like I am the person that's causing the trouble, when it's them. So have a great day, guys, and I'll see you later. Good boy.